Yes, and the introduction to the Cowboys, no exception. They're set for football in Big D as their guys will do battle with the Chicago Bears. Here's Cairo Santos now ready to get this one started. And off we go to wrap up the week on a Monday night. Taken from about the 12. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And right away they're going to stack him up right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now. Back to throw. Burris. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
On first down, Burris. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. Now that after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. From the shotgun, a give to Elliott. Into the secondary, past the 40. And he'll finally be taken down just shy of midfield. For a running back, that's kind of depressing, right? You get all that yardage, but still no first down.
Well, it was a mile, maybe a mile and a half to the first down mark.
Yeah.
So he did all he could to get there. A little disappointing at the end, but boy, they gave it a great effort, didn't they? Got to give him a little respect for that, don't you?
And he really helped his yards per carry average, that's for sure.
Yeah, quietly, they'll take that.
The Bears bring out an extra defender in the secondary now for third down. From the gun, Burris. And that will be incomplete.
And third down is a key down in any game you play. And third down defense, something we've got to watch in this one. Got to be effective on the passing downs. That's a pretty good first step right there.
Out now comes the Cowboys punter. As the first drive of the game stalls out, he's on to punt. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. So possession goes over here on the punt. And it'll be 1st and 10 Bears from deep in their own territory.
Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't it?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in one.
A throw left side to start out. That's complete. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 20.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
Meanwhile, Fields' throw complete here to Waller. And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out.
For a tight end, he's got good straight line speed, and on that route, he's often the guy that gets overlooked. Nice job there finding him in stride for really good yardage.
On first down, Fields to Mixon on the check down. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. So it goes as a completed pass, but they lose a full 5 yards. To throw again on second down, Fields. Looking middle, and it's incomplete.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. He gets it to Whalen, complete. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. So pass interference to call. That's going to set him up with a first down.
And if it's a bang-bang play, maybe the flag stays in the official's pocket, but instead, he definitely impeded the receiver's right to catch the football. The officials letting the players know how the game's going to be called here in the first quarter.
A couple of first downs have them to the 40 now on 1st and 10. The former second-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. Now Fields dumps it off to Mixon. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48.
I'm not sure that this play was designed for him specifically, but they got through the progressions and got the ball to him. So second catch on the drive. He may not be a primary guy, but they definitely want him involved, don't they?
Absolutely. This early, the opening drive, as you said, 2 catches. So if they can get him going in the passing game, that should open up his running game too. And on third down, the Cowboys bring in an extra defensive back. A shotgun snap, Fields. And the throw there going to be incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on third down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on third down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
Hunter Nice-Swander on to punt now on 4th down. And a great job here. This is going to turn out to be a beauty. This is marked down at about the 3-yard line.
That punt was near perfection as it checked up inside the 5-yard line. You never know where these things are going to go, do you?
No, what was it? You got a John Heisman quote about that,
yeah,
right?
He said the football is roughly a prolate spheroid, which means it's going to bounce funny, and you never know where it's going to end up.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And they will start this drive with just terrible field position, backed up inside their own 5.
But we have seen teams be bold here and take shots, right? Sometimes you go max protection, make it a 1-receiver route, and take your shot downfield and see what happens. And occasionally, we've seen success occur.
Here's 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, it's Elliott. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on third down. From deep in their own territory, they look to throw.
That's to Thomas, who makes a nice catch.
And he'll go out of bounds after getting this across the 15.
Boy, that completion comes with a high degree of difficulty, especially on the catch. Had to look that one in one-handed, able to do so, and ends up picking up a first down as well.
Thanks to that last play, a little more room to operate. 1st and 10 at the 18. From the pistol, here's Elliott. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
So, CD, this defense, they know that they have to be at their very best when they're taking on a team here that's in the midst of a winning streak that's now stretched over multiple months. Not weeks, months.
I think the challenge they put upon themselves is we want to be the guys to end that streak. And what's working in their favor? The winning streak on the other side. Sometimes that carries a burden with it because they feel like they have to play perfectly as well. Let's just go out there and get them is the idea.
No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
To throw on 3rd down, Burris. Open man is Michael Thomas. And he will have a Cowboys 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. We're scoreless after 1. Two 1st downs have them up to the 41 now for 1st and 10. Toss left to Elliott. And he is going to lose yardage here. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
And that's exactly what you're looking for at the inside linebacker spot. Versatility. He can drop into coverage, or as he did on that last play, use his speed to get to the perimeter and knock the ball carrier for a loss.
Second and 12.
Looking to throw. Burris. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
Have to give some credit to the defender on that when he read all of his keys perfectly and got a great break on the ball and able to force that incompletion.
The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. Back to throw. Burris. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
With nowhere to throw it, decided to scramble, and a nice job, CD. Got the yardage that he needed.
Yeah, and his teammates are certainly going to appreciate that effort, even if his coaches don't, because they would have wanted him to slide and protect himself. But he chose team gain over personal protection.
So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 47. Off play action. Burris. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this is picked up by the Bears. 30. 10. And they bring this one back. A fumble return for a Bears touchdown. And Charles, look at the big fella. What a rumble that was. Not only to scoop it, but then take it the rest of the way for the touchdown.
And now you know they're going to have to hear about it from now on. The defensive backs, he's going to want to run with them, do their drills, the whole deal. He thinks he's the pace setter now.
It doesn't matter what happens in practice this week, he's smiling. Cairo Santos on to try the extra point. And he's got it to make it 7-0 in favor of the Bears.
Makes the score Bears 7, Cowboys nothing.
And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
And, Charles, you look at these two teams, these are those kind of litmus test games in the second half of the season that if you're a coach or a player, you can either really look forward to them or really dread them, depending on your point of view.
And if you're dreading them, you're not going to go very far in the playoffs. You need to look forward to these kind of games because here we've got two division leaders, both real contenders for the NFC title. And you're right, you love having easy games on your schedule, but you need some games like this to toughen you up a bit and ensure that you're ready for the shock of playoff football.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. A big play here for Dallas.
In our pregame meeting, all they talked about was keeping him hemmed in and wanting him to make his throws from the pocket because they knew he was pretty dangerous if he got outside, and he just showed it right there. Pretty good arm, too.
A first down carry by Elliott. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. Different story this time around. We had that huge gain followed by a sizable loss here. After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. Operating from the gun, Burris. And this ball is caught by Lamb. Touchdown, Dallas. CeeDee Lamb with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Cowboys are an extra point away from tying the football game. Point after, right down the middle. And we are tied here in the second quarter. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And as these guys interplay in Week 17, we know one thing. They are playoff bound, but they want to win that division title. They told us that is a goal that's been posted in their locker room since day one. They've got the chance to control their own destiny.
And there's nothing more powerful than saying that you won the division, because I know from building a team, when I talk with all the GMs and the player personnel directors, they always talk about to get to the playoffs in the NFL, you have to have a team that's constructed to win your division. Beat those teams first. That's your number one path to getting there, and they can get that done in this game.
They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. And looks like they've got 6 DBs on the field here for a 3rd and 9. To throw is Fields. Over the middle, complete. It's Collins. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What? You've seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating the defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
Second and 10. Out of the gun, Fields.
That's complete. It's Collins. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 45-yard line.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. So from Cowboy territory now, here's first and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Here's Fields.
They'll set up the screen here to Mixon. And he's got this down to the 35.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Fields on first down.
He'll find his tight end. That's Waller.
And he's got a first down following a pickup of about 13 as we will take a pause here for the 2-minute warning.
Reminder coming up just a few minutes from now. We'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters.
And the Cowboys are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive.
The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown. Now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Looking to throw. Burris. Chase Young in there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year. Now the Bears will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
And indeed, that's what they'll do as they run it here. Oh, and he's not going to make it out of the end zone. The push too strong, and that'll be a safety. And Charles, at some point, you can't keep worrying about big play. Can this be perfect? You just have to get the ball out of the end zone.
And in the offensive huddle, that was discussed when they called the play. Just get out of the end zone. But you know what's interesting? A lot of the times in the defensive huddle, they actually call a set and then say at the end of it, get a safety. So it's preached, it's coached, it's thought about.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
That'll go for a gain of 7. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Here's Fields. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. A big play that time through the air. 30 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Fields now to throw. Got a man. It's Darren Waller. And the Bears are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line. Fields out to his left. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down just inside the 5-yard line. A final shot before the break. Fields got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. A great effort there in the final seconds of the first half. And the Bears would extend their lead here just before halftime. Santos able to tack on the extra point, and that makes this a 9-point game. So barring a touchback, this likely the final act of the half as the kick is away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he's got some space here. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17 as we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Hey, Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more because I thought in the first half They didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
On first down, it's Fields.
He finds his man, complete. That's Collins. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Now it's Fields.
That's going to be caught. Touchdown, Bears. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of the game, 17th on the year, as the Bears push further out in front.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his 2nd touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. Now the Bears keeping the offense on the field and going for 2. They'll look to throw.
Oh, not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of 2-point tries and see what the data tells us, because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation, this time unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down.
I know I spent a lot of time talking about how tight ends in a lot of cases now are pumped up wide receivers, but they're still big people. He used that frame right there to absorb a really big hit on him and held on to the ball.
And some space here. 20. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line.
86 yards rushing for him so far in this one as he nears 1,400 for the year.
A tough run by Ezekiel Elliott, the 4th overall pick in the 2016 draft.
If you watch tape of him in college, you saw plenty of those runs, because I know the highlights showed him in the open field breaking away from people, but that's how he wore that.
Touchdown, Cowboys! A great effort there with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Cowboys get a bit closer. Extra point splits the uprights. And this is back to an 8-point game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
Pretty important third quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead.
And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 39. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense.
Back to throw. Burris. And he's got Ezekiel Elliott. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Flushed out right. Space to run past the 20. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the first down.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
The give is to Elliott. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Big Eddie Goldman there on the tackle.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. Looking to throw. Burris. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. No, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose. And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
It is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you've talked about in all your preparation for the game. And you probably talked about since training camp. Knock the ball free, take it away from the other team, and now you have that chance. There's a little bit of deflation when they end up recovering it.
They knocked it free, but couldn't take it away. And his kick here is good. And that'll get the lead down to 5.
So the turnover leads to points as they add 3 there.
Yeah, what a sequence there, and a nice one for them. They forced the interception, put together a little drive, and then come away with 3 points. Nothing to it, partner. Just do it.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here.
Working with a 2nd and 3. Off play action, Fields. Open man is Kmet, the tight end.
Then he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Now with just 1 second showing on the play clock, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Here's a give to Mixon. Pushes him over. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 56 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed, and he's able to get to the 2nd level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. One play action, Fields. Rush coming, and he's taken down. He couldn't get rid of it. He takes a sack for a loss of 6 to bring up 2nd down. Another try after the 1st down sack. Fields complete to Whalen. Charles, you'd said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good, isn't it?
They really are, because no matter what you do to make an adjustment on defense, they've had an answer for it.
Yeah, the Cowboys here on 3rd down, bringing in an extra defensive back. Back to throw, Fields. And that is incomplete.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. It'll be a 49-yard attempt from the left hash. Santos' kick is up and through. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And after the made field goal, Santos back out there to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And remember, despite giving up the field goal, this is still a one-score game. They're in need of the touchdown and a two-point conversion. A field goal on this drive likely doesn't do them much good. Here's a throw, complete right side to start things out. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game. Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. Off the play fake. Burris. He'll find Lamb. That's complete. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds.
And that's a much-needed first down right there. Look, they're down by 8. So logic says they don't have to get a touchdown out of this drive. But the way things are going, I don't know if I'd put it in the hands of my defense here. You might not get the ball back at all. So if a 4th down situation comes up, I'm thinking hard about going for it right here and right now.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Off play action. Burris. Blitz coming, and down he goes. He couldn't get rid of it. He takes a sack for a loss of 6 to bring up second down. Back to throw. Burris. He'll get this to Elliott. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on first down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at 3rd down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 4. Looking to throw. Burris eluding the pressure right. And he's got his man on the out route. And he will have a Cowboys first down as he'll be marked down a yard or 2 past the marker following a gain of 6. On first down, Elliott. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Back to throw. Burris. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done.
Partner, this is one of the best routes anyone can have in their offensive playbook. Tough to defend because you think it's a go route, and then he breaks it back on the comeback. There's one other thing you need as well.
A well-thrown ball?
Exactly right. You have a guy who has some precision in throwing the football because of the timing of the route.
56 is Mike. 56 is Mike. Let's go, baby. Return over. Get that ball.
Looking to throw. Burris off to Thomas on the left side. That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. It's their quarterback, keeping it himself from a yard out. And the Cowboys have a chance to tie things up as they trail by 2 here in the 4th. Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion. They'll try and throw for it. Being chased out left. And he will get into the end zone for 2. And this game now tied here in the 4th. Still time to work with on the clock, but they wanted the tie now, and they got it.
And I love their aggressiveness. Go ahead and get it done, get the game tied. Now your team has the momentum, and you're staring across the field saying, let's see if you can match us.
Fielded just outside the goal line.
And down he goes just shy of the 25. Now a penalty marker is down. Let's see what that's about. Well, that holding call set him up with not great field position.
Not at all when you tack on the penalty. With that field position after the return wasn't terrific. It's not a great starting field position as well.
So the hold on special teams backs him up all the way inside the 15 to start.
On 1st and 10, here's Fields. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. He did an okay job of absorbing the hit, just couldn't secure the football through the catch.
And he was right there on the spot and forced the incompletion. That's something defenders work on all the time. If you're there, make the contact, but continue to work your way through the receiver so that you can't possess the football and turn it into a catch.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
To throw is Fields.
His throw incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
A play fake, now Fields to throw. Getting down to the good stuff, all tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
So the Bears with a football here as we welcome you back. And they're looking at 4th down now in this tie ball game. They'll get this complete to Collins. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds.
And partner, in a tie game in the 4th quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars. And he came through with a nice catch right there.
Again, Fields gets this to Waller. And that last throw is going to keep him climbing that all-time passing yards leaderboard as he crosses the 25,000-yard mark now for his career.
He just recently passed Bart Starr. Next up for him, Bob Greasy. That's 2 Hall of Famers, 2 Super Bowl winners, multiple Super Bowl winners. So he's getting up with the legends now. Congratulations.
A good gain on first has him set up with 2nd and just a couple of inches now from the 29. From the gun to give to Mixon. Able to fight through 1 tackle. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 70 yards rushing for him here as he starts to draw closer to a 1,000-yard campaign. Now a 1st down throw, Fields. They'll set up the screen here to Mixon. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
2nd down and 7. Out of the gun, Fields.
And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Line of scrimmage, they're 31 now on 1st and 10.
They'll fake the handoff, now Fields.
Escaping the pressure right. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the 1st down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. Now here's a timeout, as they will indeed call it with 5 seconds to go and a chance with a field goal to win the game. So here's Cairo Santos on the field goal try. And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left. So here's Cairo Santos on the field goal try. He's hit on his one earlier attempt tonight, but this a little more pressure-packed for the win. And the 11-year veteran bangs it through. He hasn't missed a kick all year. Why would he start now?
That's a great question, isn't it? Well, maybe because that was the most nerve-wracking kick he had to attempt all year, but he knocked it through just like it was an easy chip shot.
After the made field goal, Santos back out there to kick it away. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. And he is out of bounds as they'll start up past the 30.